NCRI calls for recognition of the right of the Iranian people for regime change. The US Representative Office of the National Council of Resistance of Iran sponsored a panel on Monday, February 11th, to discuss the regime's long and brutal domestic and foreign policy record at home and abroad. Soona Samsami offered an in-depth examination of the current situation, including major crises that the regime is facing, and struck a note of optimism about prospects for democratic change in Iran. She said, "The Iranian people are calling for the establishment of a republic based on democracy and the separation of religion and state." The NCRI's president-elect, Maryam Rajavi, represents the demands and aspirations of the Iranian people and protesters in recent years. Former State Department official and ambassador to Bahrain, Ereli, also spoke at the well-attended event at Washington's National Press Club. He said, "From the American side, I would simply argue that you've got a very capable opposition, and the best thing the US can do is to just stop abusing the current regime." Ali Sabavi, of the NCRI's Foreign Affairs Committee, chronicled what he described as the ineffectual Western policy with regards to the mullahs over the past 4 decades, starting with the early 80s, saying, "Everything in the West policy begins with the regime and ends with it. Lost in this approach have been the Iranian people." Iranian mother hangs her children and herself out of poverty. According to a human rights group, a mother of 2 killed herself and her 2 children, while 2 other women committed suicide due to extreme poverty in western Iran. According to the Hengar human rights group, on Sunday, February 10th, a young mother from the town of San'er in the western province of Kermanshah hanged her 2 sons, identified as 6-year-old Ali Reza and 3-year-old Amir Abbas, and then hanged herself. The mother was identified as Zahra Ramati. Informed sources say that she killed herself and her children as a result of extreme poverty. Another woman, identified by her last name as Badpin Ma, killed herself in the western province of Ilam on Friday, February 8th. Hengar said that she was suffering from depression as a result of poverty and unemployment. A 25-year-old woman, identified as Suma Salavati, committed suicide yesterday in Sanadaj, in the western province of Kurdistan. Iran regime holds 3rd court hearing for 8 conservationists accused of spying. The Iranian regime says it has held the 3rd session of a closed-door trial of 8 Iranian environmentalists who have spent a year in detention on spying-related charges that their supporters say are trumped up. Details of the trial have been difficult to obtain because Iran did not allow the environmentalists to bring their own lawyers into the courtroom, and the defendants' relatives declined to speak to the media.